Hey man, look, I want to make this video. It's been on my mind, and it's the elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about. I got a bachelor's degree in accounting, and I have a master's degree in financial management. I graduated cum laude with honors, 3.28 grade point average in my master's program. I have a finance background, I have an accounting background, um, income taxes, mergers and acquisitions, accounts receivable, law, compliance. Worked in the corporate world for a number of years, was an entrepreneur, still an entrepreneur since 1999, 56 years old. I've been around. And I'm watching the world, and I'm watching the world change and evolve right in front of my eyes. And I'm watching the BRIC nations, Russia, China, India, South Africa, Brazil, and the rest of the world. Countries that were once third world nations, very, very low on the totem pole, uh, subservient to the United States, third class, fourth class citizens compared to the United States. The United States was the supreme superpower on the planet Earth. But today, September the 9th, September the 6th, 2025, that ain't the case no more. China does not want to and will not play second fiddle to the United States any longer. Russia does not want to and is letting it be known that it will not play second fiddle to the United States. India is on the rise. Brazil. These countries are growing their gross domestic product. They're creating a working class and a middle class that has been destroyed and devastated here in the United States. They've created a currency called the BRICS, where they are circumventing the use of the dollar, the need for the dollar. They're doing their own transactions in their own currencies. They are moving away. Saudi Arabia, a lot of the Arabic countries are doing deals and doing transactions without the US dollar. The United States, and I'm a foundational Black American. I love the United States. I'm born and raised here. I've traveled to several countries in Africa. I've been to South America. I've been all throughout the Caribbean. Never been to Europe, but from what I've seen, this is the best house on the block, the United States. And I'm proud to be a nigga from America, and I'm the foundational Black American. My bloodline goes back to the native Cherokee and to the slaves from South Carolina and to the slaves from Georgia. I love America, don't get me wrong. But we done fell behind in a big way to these other countries. Technologically, they're more advanced than us. China is working on 6G and 7G. We're still on 5G. Some even say 10G China. If you go on YouTube or Instagram and look at some of these cities in China and compare them to where I'm from, New York City, it's like comparing a mall to Dollar Tree. And we're Dollar Tree. Pay attention. Pay attention. And this change, this evolution is happening as we speak. And it's not a gradual change. It's a shift. It's a momentum shift. And it's happening at lightning speed. And let me say this here to you. I amassed over $1 million net worth at one point in my life. By the time I was 38, and I did it with real estate business. With the dollar in America, we don't make nothing. We don't manufacture nothing. We don't produce nothing. We don't make shirts. We don't make spoons. We don't make brakes. We don't make bras. We don't make panties. We don't make tires. We don't make nothing. We don't manufacture nothing here. All of those services and jobs were shipped to China. Now they dominate it and they control it. There is no manufacturing base here. We produce absolutely nothing. And the dollar is getting weakened day after day after day after day. Because look at how much it costs us to buy food. I go into Trader Joe's, I put a couple of items in my buggy, $80. To all the real estate dudes, I was a licensed real estate agent for 3 years. I was licensed broker for about 4 years. I made a lot of money in real estate. Today, 2025, September the 6th, I wouldn't put no money in real estate in the United States. Me personally, I don't give a fuck what you do. You do what you want to do. It's your life. But let me explain to you why I wouldn't. Because you can look at the real estate market, man, and see that it's severely overvalued, severely overpriced. Rent is unaffordable, untenable. Prices of homes are outrageous relative to the amount of jobs. My advice as a financial man is that if you have the bulk and the majority of your financial net worth tied up in real estate, liquidate some of it. You don't got to liquidate all of it. Liquidate some of it. Turn some of your paper profits into real liquid cash. You take that cash and you diversify it. You buy you some Chinese yuan. You buy currencies. You buy you some Chinese yuan. You buy you some of that BRICS currency. You buy you some of India's currency. You buy you some Russian rubles. You keep some dollars. Europe is devastated. The European economy, the G7. Listen. The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and the continent of Africa, that makes up 70% or more, 80% of the world's population. Yes, America is still powerful. America is still a force to be reckoned with. But people don't look at us the same like they used to, with the same fear and respect that we once had. They don't. And I'm mad that they don't. The leadership that we've had in this country has done us a disservice. Because now we are no longer held in high esteem around the world. And maybe it's just the circle of life, right? The evolution of time. Things rise, things fall. Empires rise, empires fall. Right? The Nubian Empire, the Egyptian Empire, right? The Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, the Ottoman Empire, the Chinese empires, the Chinese dynasties. And we may be in the middle of a power shift, because that's what this is. Listen, China is not going back to being no second class third world country. They are not. They own about $700 billion of our treasury debt, almost $1 trillion. The United States pays them interest every month or every 3 months, whatever it is, to hold that debt. So we're paying them interest. They take those interest payments and use it to develop their country. State-of-the-art airports, state-of-the-art hospitals, state-of-the-art infrastructure, state-of-the-art highways, state-of-the-art transportation, state-of-the-art planes, state-of-the-art cars. They produce more cars than Detroit now, China. So, just a point of information for all of us to pay attention. You know, I think in America we need, if there's going to be any type of resurgence or comeback here, we're going to have to work together. These other countries are homogeneous throughout, right? Like in India, there's nothing but Indians. In China, there's nothing but Chinese. In Russia, there's nothing but Russian. So the government is motivated to uplift its own people. They're motivated to take their resources and invest it in their people, in their children, in the coming generations, their posterity. Here in America, we just all out for self and today. Nobody's thinking about tomorrow. If there is a collapse in the US dollar or the economy, you're not going to get a memo giving you an advance warning that on such and such date, the dollar's going to crash, the real estate market's going to crash. You're not going to get that. It's going to happen in a matter of hours. And all of your net worth, if you got it tied up in the real estate or investments here in America, will be wiped out, unable to be recouped. Take your time now, liquidate some of your properties, turn some of your paper profits into real liquid cash, and diversify and invest in other countries, in other currencies, as well as America. Point of information. Sean G. Podcast with Soul. Peace.